First dates can be exciting, but they can also be dangerous, not in a horror movie way, but in a wasting months of your life on the wrong person way. Today, I'm sharing the exact questions you can ask on a first date that reveal red flags fast, before you get emotionally invested. These aren't boring small talk questions, they're sneaky but powerful conversation starters that tell you who you're really dealing with. Let's get into it. 1. So, how would your friends describe you? This sounds harmless, right? But here's the trick. Listen for how they answer. If they hesitate, give generic answers, or focus only on achievements, they might be hiding insecurities or projecting an image. A healthy person will naturally balance strengths with a little humility. If all you hear is, fun, amazing, the best ever, that's not a personality, that's a sales pitch. 2. What does a typical weekend look like for you? This question reveals lifestyle compatibility. Do they spend weekends partying till sunrise or binge watching Netflix 12 hours straight? Neither is bad, but it tells you if your lives will actually fit together. If their habits completely clash with yours, that's a compatibility red flag before romance even starts. 3. When was your last serious relationship? This is a classic, not to be nosy, but to see if they've healed or if you're walking into emotional baggage central. If it ended 2 weeks ago and they're still figuring things out, that's your cue to slow down. People who jump from relationship to relationship without reflection often repeat the same toxic patterns. Who are you closest to in your life? Their answer gives you insight into their support system. If they have zero close relationships, no family connections, or they speak negatively about everyone, that could mean trust issues, emotional isolation, or past conflicts that might spill into your relationship. 5. What's something you're working on improving about yourself? This one is gold. Someone who can openly admit a weakness and talk about growth shows emotional maturity. If they claim they don't need to improve anything, red flag, that's either arrogance or a lack of self-awareness. 6. What's the biggest challenge you've faced recently? Life throws curveballs at everyone. This question shows how they handle stress. Do they blame others, play the victim, or do they focus on solutions and lessons learned? Watch for bitterness or an overly dramatic story that never ends. 7. How do you usually handle disagreements? If someone says, I just avoid conflict altogether, that can lead to passive-aggressive behavior. If they say, I explode and get it out of the way, that's another problem. You're looking for balanced, respectful communication styles here. 8. What's one thing you'd never compromise on? This question is a window into their core values. If what they say completely clashes with your beliefs or lifestyle, you've just saved yourself months, maybe years, of frustration. 9. What does your ideal relationship look like? You're basically checking if they're looking for the same thing as you: casual dating, long-term commitment, marriage, or just a travel buddy. Mismatched goals are one of the biggest relationship deal breakers, and it's better to find out on date 1 than date 21. Remember, these questions aren't an interrogation. Keep the vibe light and curious. Mix them into the conversation naturally. The goal isn't to scare him off, it's to see if they're worth your emotional investment. Ask the right questions early, and you'll avoid heartbreak later. If you found these helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more dating tips, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear this before their next date.